Welcome to Global World Watch. Please subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. The global chip war began with Washington's bold move, a technological blockade against China. The US and its allies barred sales of advanced chip-making equipment, aiming to freeze China's progress in AI, supercomputing, and military tech. This was more than economic rivalry. It was a fight for technological supremacy. Chinese firms faced instant supply chain chaos, with projects delayed and production lines halted. But instead of surrender, China turned crisis into a national mission for technological independence. America's strategy assumed China's tech industry was fragile and dependent on foreign technology. By cutting off high-end chips, Washington hoped to maintain a permanent edge, but this overlooked China's scale and determination. The US guarded the front door, while China built a new house next door, focusing on the vast market for mature chips. In the end, this miscalculation fueled China's drive for a resilient, independent tech industry. Instead of just replicating high-end chips, China launched a bold plan: build a self-sufficient semiconductor ecosystem from scratch, backed by massive state support. Billions were invested to nurture domestic chip companies, with tax breaks, research grants, and streamlined regulations. China focused on mature node chips, vital for cars and electronics, using its manufacturing scale to dominate this segment. The result? A great wall of silicon, making China a key global supplier and securing its own supply chain. Ironically, US restrictions have given a major boost to China's tech industry. Before the sanctions, Chinese companies relied on foreign chips, but the blockade forced them to turn to local suppliers like SMIC and Huawei. This created a captive market, fueling rapid growth and innovation in China's chip sector. Chinese suppliers now dominate areas like power management chips and microcontrollers, with local manufacturers benefiting from shorter supply chains and lower costs. The US policy, meant to weaken China, has instead made its tech industry stronger and more resilient. While the US focused on high-tech, China quietly built dominance over critical raw materials, especially rare earths, gallium, and germanium, vital for tech and green energy. In 2023, Beijing imposed export controls on these minerals, sending shockwaves through the global tech industry. The US may lead in chip design, but China controls the essential building blocks. This exposed a critical Western vulnerability and shifted the geopolitical chessboard. Now, the conflict is not just about advanced chips, but who controls the minerals they're made from. As the US built alliances to restrict China's tech access, Beijing forged its own path, offering affordable, reliable technology to the global south. For many developing nations, China's practical chips and turnkey tech systems are more accessible than costly Western alternatives. Through initiatives like the Digital Silk Road, China is building a vast network of digital infrastructure and partnerships worldwide. This strategy is fragmenting the global tech market, creating a parallel ecosystem less reliant on Silicon Valley and shifting the balance of power. The global tech landscape is splitting in two, one led by the US and its allies, the other by a rapidly self-reliant China exporting affordable technology worldwide. For American companies, losing access to China has been a major blow, cutting billions in sales and threatening future innovation. By trying to contain China, the US may have fueled a more resilient competitor. China is now a powerhouse in chips and critical resources. The silent chip revolution has redrawn the map of global power, leaving America to confront the consequences of its own strategy.